Most people are still building basic Flutter apps, but in this video, we are building 3 real AI apps using Flutter, Gemini AI, Firebase, and a Claude code. Full source code, modern UI, real features. Let's start. Everyone is talking about AI apps right now, but very few people actually know how to build them. So I created a complete Flutter course. You will learn how to build a real AI powered mobile apps step by step by using Flutter and Firebase. This is just not a basic tutorial. Inside the course, you will build a real projects, integrate APIs, work with authentication, database, AI features, CRUD operations, and all explained in a simple, beginner friendly way. If you want to stop watching random tutorials and finally start building a professional app, this course will help you to do that. This course is live on Udemy right now. The link is in the description. Let me show you the app that has been completely been developed by a Claude AI. So this is the travel planner app that you can see over here. Now this is the design that also been designed by an Claude, and now here I'm going to just write the place that I want to visit. So I'm going to just enter Paris and the budget that I have. So I'm going to just enter like $1,000 and the duration up to 6 days. Now I'm going to also select my travel style, which will be like adventure. Now I'll click to this generate my trip button, and the Claude is just planning our trip. So let's see what the Claude is going to plan our trip. So here you can see that this is how the AI just create a complete itinerary for the place that I need to visit, which is like Paris. It has given me the trip overview, the highlights, the best time that I can visit, a daily budget. As I've selected the 6 days trip, so it gave me the itinerary for the each day, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and everything that you can see over here. And the crazy part about this app is that I didn't use my 10% of brain to create this app. All the thing has been done by a Claude. In this video, I will show you how to build this step by step using a vibe coding. So now let's move, and now I'm going to use a vibe coding to just code my app by using a Claude AI. Now you will say that, Shivam, what is a vibe coding? So vibe coding is when you don't write a code line by line, but you guide an AI to build the app for you. Okay, so basically I describe like what I want to an AI. The AI writes the code. I'm going to fix the code and improve the code while I direct it. Okay, so let's move to the Claude AI, and let's first tell AI that what app that I'm looking, what app that the AI going to develop, right? So let's move to the Claude AI. Now this is an official website by Claude AI. You can just sign up in this official website. You can just directly search claude.ai. Okay, now I'm using a Sonnet version. Now there are 3 things like Opus, Sonnet, and Haiku. As I've explained you in the last videos, if you have followed that, if you haven't, I'll just suggest you that follow the last videos of my channel also, because by that you get to know like how you can just use a Claude AI, ChatGPT AI, Gemini in the perfect way, right? So now what I'm going to do is that first I'm going to pass a prompt over here, and I'll just tell the AI that what app I'm looking for. Now what is a prompt? So a prompt, it plays a very big role when you need to get a perfect reply from an AI. If your prompt will be very good, then you will get a perfect reply from an AI. If your prompt will not be very good, you won't get a perfect reply from an AI. Okay, so now I'm going to just write a prompt over here, or the app that I'm looking for. So I'm going to just write like we are building an AI travel planner app with input destination budget and the days. Okay, so this is what that I can just pass. Okay, budget and the days, and then the AI will just give me the complete plan for that trip. So first create the home page UI with these three text field field and I hope spelling is correct. Okay, field, yeah. So text field and then add a generate trip button. I need to first create the UI with a proper with a proper design and a spacing. So use some colors and the icons as well. Okay, so this is how you can just write a prompt like exactly like what you are looking for. So I'm going to send this prompt and let's see what result we get. I think so we have just forgot the main thing is that I need a Flutter code for this. I need a Flutter code for this. Yeah, it's done. Now let's send this. So we're going to check a front-end design skill. Now let me create a beautiful Flutter UI for that AI travel planner app. So Flutter AI travel planner app homepage UI. So it's creating that. Let's see what response we get. We have already done a vibe coding by using a chat GPT. So this is the first time that I'm trying to vibe code by using a Claude AI. If you haven't followed that video, then I'll recommend that follow that video as well, where I use a chat GPT to vibe code in a Flutter app. Okay, Claude is taking some much time rather than a chat GPT because I've tried a chat GPT as well. It's going to give me the result very frequently, but Claude is taking a lots of time. Let's see, let's wait and let's wait for the result that we get from a Claude. So here you can see that this is the Dart code that I got from an Claude. I really don't know that what they have just sent me. Okay, that's a lots of code that I can see over here. So let's copy this from here and let's directly paste this. Okay, so let's copy this and I think so it's a main.dart page code. So I'm going to directly paste this completely over here. I'm not going to use anything else. Maybe we can just copy this, right? So copied, yeah. Now let's paste this. Okay, we have just pasted the complete code. Now let's run this first. Okay, so now you can see that this is how Claude has made the UI. Wow, that's really great that I can see over here. Exactly, because I didn't expect that Claude can just design this type of app as well. If you hire some designer like UI designer and you told a UI designer to design this page, also the UI designer can't design this page what Claude has done. So I'm totally impressed with the Claude that what he has done over here. So it has just wrote like travel planner, plan the perfect trip with AI assistance, 50k plus destination, 4.9 2 million. Okay, where to go? Okay, so they have just passed a drop down as well. Okay, there are the lot many options that you can pass like USD in the European currency, I think euro, pound, INR, and okay. So for example, I just choose INR. I can just enter the amount as well. Okay, number of days, travel style. Okay, beach, adventure, cultural, relaxation, generate my trip button. You can see that generate my trip button is also looks really great. What the shadow that they have passed on this button is also really great that I can see. The popular places like Bali, Paris, Tokyo, Maldives. I didn't ask this much thing as well, but the Claude has just created this home page that I never expected I get from the AI. Okay, so I think so this is a plus one for an Claude AI. Now I'm going to enter the place. So for example, if I want to visit Paris and let's pass the amount in USD. For example, I have a 1000 USD and the number of days, maybe the number of days we can just keep like up to 10. Okay, now for example, if I click to this generate my trip button, I want that the AI Claude AI to use a Claude code and create a complete trip for me. So now let's move back to the Claude website and just tell that to create a code for that. Okay, so that's really great. Now I want that when I click to the generate my trip button, the AI will just give me the complete or structured itinerary for that. Okay, so create the awesome design and integrate Claude AI to create that page. So give me the Flutter code. So again I'm going to pass a prompt. Okay, now let's wait to get a reply from a Claude. Okay, so he just told me that I have enough knowledge on Anthropic API. Now let me build the full itinerary and result page with a Cloud AI integration. So now I'm going to use a Claude code to just integrate in my Flutter app. Okay, so you will say that Shivam, what is an Anthropic API? Now you know that there is an open AI company that has developed a chat GPT. Now Anthropic is a company who has developed a Claude AI. So that's why we are using an Anthropic API. Okay, you know that when you want to integrate a chat GPT in your app, you need to use an open AI API. So the same thing is over here. The company that has developed a Claude is an Anthropic, so we need to use an Anthropic API to get data from a Claude AI. Okay, so that's the thing. Okay, so now this is the code again that has been generated by an Claude. Now it also told me that use a HTTP dependency to your perspec.ml file. So we just need to add this. So let's copy this and let's move to the perspec.ml file and just paste this over here. Okay, now they also told me that use a Anthropic API key. Okay, and add a internet permission. Okay, so they are telling me to add an internet permission where in like Android manifest XML file. Okay, so let's paste this. Okay, let's move to the Android app buildgradle.kts src main Android manifest, and we just need to paste this over here, something like this. Okay, now once we do this, all the original fields they have given me. Okay, I think so it's totally done. Now let's copy this code. Okay, so there is a lots of code that have been written over here. Now what I need to do is that let's directly just copy this code and let's paste this complete code over here. So yeah, so let's paste this over here and let's see what result we get. Exactly, I also don't know about this. So we are facing some error. Okay, we have just added this package, so successfully run this package first. Okay, I guess error has been gone. Now let's first save all the file. Yeah, now let's hot restart the app and I'm excited to see what result we get over here. Now make sure that you pass an Anthropic API key over here, otherwise it's not going to work. So use an Anthropic API key. Okay, now I am also going to explain you that what all code has been written over here. It's not like I am going to not tell you that what prompt that the Claude has passed and what really the Claude code is. Okay, so we are going to do that as well. Now once I add that API key, now let's test this. So for example, I'm going to just enter a Paris. My budget is like $1,000. Number of days maybe up to 6. I need a travel style will be like adventure. Okay, and then we'll just click to this generate my trip button and let's see what result we get. So Claude is planning your trip. Okay, that's a beautiful thing that has been added over here. You can see that once I click to this, the text has been changed just to know that the user that it is loading, and we are calling a Claude API to get all the data. Okay, so it's loading. I think so it's going to take some time. I didn't faced any error till now, but let's see. Okay, so you can see that I got a result from an Claude, that this is the page that has been created by Claude, and this is totally an AI generated. It has totally written that Paris 6 days and USD $1,000. Wow, it's also good. Now trip overview: experience a Paris through an adventurous lens with a budget friendly 6 days journey combining iconic landmark, okay, with a thrilling urban exploration from cycling through an hidden neighborhood. Now it also gave me some highlights, but you can see that once it has given me the highlight, but it has been bottom overflowed by 23 pixel, bottom overflowed by 55 pixel. Okay, so now it has given me the highlight, but I think so Claude has just forgot that we need to make this app really flexible. Okay, if I won't make this app really flexible, and if you try to test the app on the multiple devices, then you might face this error. So this is the thing that the Claude need to fix. Okay, so don't need to worry, let's see. This is the like explore the mysterious Paris bike adventure, okay, nightclub, okay, and then the best time is like May, June or September, October. Daily budget will be like up to 140 to $180 per day for the 6 days budget, right? And it has given me the itinerary for 6 days. Wow, so day 1 I can just write budget hostel check-in 10 a.m, settle into MIGE 43 hostel in LE Marriage district. Okay, so it gives me some location. Now you can see that there is an bottom overflow pixel error, because everything is done perfect by an AI till now. But the one thing that has been missed by this AI is that we need to make this app responsive if we are testing the app on the multiple devices. Now the second thing, once we do a check-in, then we need to move to the river bank explanation by 12 p.m. In the 3 p.m. I can navigate to a medieval street. Then I can use found a street food hunt in Latin. Okay, travel trip. Okay, so they have just give me some tips as well, that what all tips I can follow just to save my money as well, and the thing can be completely be done in that budget. Okay, so this is for the first day. They have added for the second day, third day, fourth day, fifth day, sixth day. Wow, and I can see that they have just changed this as well, like alternative culture and night adventure, final adventure, okay, royal palace and a garden adventure, Montmartre, sorry for that if I'm pronouncing this wrong, underground mysteries and all. Okay, now this is really great, and I think so I didn't expect this, the AI to develop the app with this beautiful design, and what response I get exactly from this AI. Though there is an important overflow pixel error that I can see over here. Now this can be fixed easily. You can just tell the AI, and you can see that what thing they have just added, and they have also added one option like save itinerary over here. And once I click to this, maybe they didn't have added the code for this, and we can just click to this replan and we can just move over here. Okay, so this is what that has been done by an Claude, and I think so it's really great till now. Now let me explain you the code that has been written by an Claude AI. So I'm going to explain you the Claude code now. Like this is a Claude API service, and they have just passed a prompt over here. Now as I've told you, that prompt plays a big role over here, and we are getting the result according to the prompt that we are passing to an AI. So it has wrote that you are an expert travel planner, generate a detailed, realistic and exciting trip itinerary. Trip details, we have just passed a trip detail like destination, total budget, duration, travel style. Okay, we have selected travel style. You can see that there are 4 things, so they have just passed a travel style. Days we are going to enter on this text field. This is for the budget, and this is for where you want to visit. Okay, return your only valid JSON, no markdown, no backtricks in this exact structure. Summary, 2 to 3 sentence trip overview. Okay, the summary will be just like up to 2 to 3 sentence. Highlight 1, highlight 2, highlight 3. You can see that there was a 4 highlight. Now that has been created by this highlight. Okay, now there is a best time to visit, as I've shown you the best time visit as well. Now let me click to this again and let me show you that, so that I can explain you very easily. Okay, so here we land. And here you can see that according to the prompt, it has just wrote a summary, and this is the summary. And as I told you, there is an highlight, so it has just wrote a highlight 1 2 3 4. So we have just told that to give a 4 highlight, and it has given us the 4 highlight. Best time to visit, a short string has been written, like in a short string just mention that, so it's like April, June, or September, October. And then I pass like estimated budget, currency XY per day. Okay, so the currency and for the per day. Okay, so 150 to $180 per day. Okay, now it has also given me the itinerary that for the day one, the theme will be arrival and the first impression. Okay, now the activities, time will be something like this: title, activity name, description, two sentence description, emoji will be used something like this, type will be attraction. Okay, so you can see that this is how the prompt we have passed, and according to the exact prompt we get the result. So prompt plays a very big role when we need to get a result from an AI. Okay, now this is the thing, and it also pass some rules over here: include 3 to 5 activities per day, type must be one, food, attraction, travel, or hotel, make description vivid and specific to the destination, emoji must be relevant to the activity. Okay, now these are all the things, and then I've just passed like final response is equals to await http link, because we need to call this respective API. As I've told you that to get an Claude AI response, we need to use an Anthropic API. So we have just used an http link of an anthropic.com, and this is the exact API link that you need to use to get a response from an AI. And this is the header, and in the header we have just used an API key, a content, and Anthropic version. Now there is a JSON encode model, and we have just passed a model Claude Sonnet. Now there are three things I've told you: Haiku, Opus, and Sonnet. Okay, so we have just used a Sonnet because Sonnet is really best for the app. It is like budget friendly, and Opus is very high in budget, and Haiku is low in budget, but it's not very good for the app. So you can just use a Sonnet, and through this Sonnet you can just get an perfect result. Okay, now just pass a max token to 400. Now this is a role, and then we have just passed like response just status code, and we have just decode the JSON decode response.body to the map. Now as I've told you many times before as well, that Flutter doesn't read a JSON directly. Okay, now we need to convert that JSON to a map so that the Flutter can read what really that it is. Okay, now if you have any confusion that what is a JSON, what is a map, what all the things had been shown in the API, I can't understand that, then I will recommend you that we are going to just launch the course in the Udemy, where we are going to cover a small and the basic things about a Flutter, about AI, and everything. Okay, so I'll just recommend you that follow that course. By following that course, you will get to know like how you can integrate a complete AI to a Flutter app, all the basic things about a Flutter, because the code has been given by completely by an AI. Now if you don't have an idea that what code has been written by an AI, then how you can just edit that? You can see that you are facing a bottom overflow pixel error. Now AI will also make a mistake, because in this world nothing is perfect, so the AI will also make a mistake. Now to solve that mistake, you need to know that what code that has been written by an AI, so that you can also set up the things and you can tell the AI that these are the mistakes that you have done, and just solve that and give me the perfect code for that. Okay, now to know that, you need to know what has been written over here. So that's why that course will teach you like what code or how you can just get to know like what all things we get from an AI and how we can just use that. So you can just get a link in the description box, and you can just click to that link and can get a course. Now this is the complete thing that has been written by an Claude AI, and I think so we have just created an awesome app by using a vibe coding also by a Claude AI. So if you like my idea, do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And if you want to cover any videos related to some awesome ideas, you can just write in the comment box, show you that how our app will look alike by the end of this video and what all things we are going to cover. So we are going to use a Google AI Studio API and the Firebase to make this awesome app. So let me give you an idea like what really this app is. So we are going to create an AI tutor app where the AI will just teach me an English or correct me if there will be any mistake that I make. Once I start a conversation with an AI, it's going to also explain me that what problem I have made while writing that English sentence, a grammatical mistakes, a pronunciation and everything, right? Also it's going to clear out the question that has been asked by me. Okay, so for example, if I'll just write like what is a Firebase, can you explain me? What is a Firebase? Explain me. Okay, now let's send this and let's see if there is any mistake on this sentence or can we just make this sentence in a better way. Okay, so let's send this first. I strictly get a reply from an AI that corrected what is a Firebase, explain it to me. So this is what that could be a perfect line that we can use, like what is a Firebase, question mark, explain it to me. Explanation: firstly, when referring a specific product or service like Firebase, you generally do not use the indefinite article a unless I've used what is a Firebase. So it told me that don't use a, use what is Firebase, and it has told me that in this context you are asking for the definition of product itself. Secondly, the verb explain requires an object is being explained and to an indirect object for the person. Okay, and the better version is that could you explain what Firebase is. We can just pass this as well or we can just ask this as well. This is a better version. The reply is that Firebase is a comprehensive platform developed by Google. You can see that it all the AI will also reply you the question asked by you so that the AI tutor can simply correct your English. Second thing, they can just catch any mistake that you make on that English sentence. They can correct, they can provide you the better version for that you can use. They can, fourth thing is that they can reply the question asked by you. So these are all the things that we are going to do by Firebase as a backend, and main thing is that how we can use a Google AI Studio API to make this complete app. So without any delay, let's get started. Now here I need to add a complete backend to this AI tutor app. Now what I need to do, as I've told you that we are going to use our two things, which is like in Google AI Studio API, and the second thing is the Firebase. So I'm going to first connect this app with a Firebase. Now I will give you an idea like how we are going to use the Firebase over here. So for example, if I'm going to simply write the text over here and I send to the AI to get a reply from an AI. Now what I need to do is that we need to store the complete chat in the Firebase so that we can show them in the app, right? So without the Firebase, I can't store the chat. So I need to store a chat in the Firebase and we can simply show that over here, right? Now let's move to the Firebase, and in the Firebase, I need to first add my project name. So I'm going to just write AI tutor, okay? Now we'll click to this continue button, continue as well, continue. Now we'll select a default account for Firebase, click on create project. So as you can see that Firebase is preparing our project. So wait for a few seconds until it is done. Okay, so our project is ready. Now we click to this continue button and we'll just land to the Firebase console. Now there is no any authentication on this app. We need to directly store a data to the Firestore database. Now what I need to do is that here I'll move to the database and storage, and here you will see the Firestore. Okay, so in the Firestore we are going to store all the data, but first let's connect the app for both iOS and Android device so that we can just upload our data to the Firebase. So I'll click to this add app button, we'll move to the Apple. So first I'm going to connect the iOS app, then I'll switch to the Android. So I need an Apple bundle ID. Now to get an Apple bundle ID, you can just open the Xcode from here, and Xcode is launching, and we just need to move to the runner, signing and capabilities. Now once we move to the signing capabilities, here you will find a bundle identifier. Now we need to copy this bundle identifier and just paste this. Let's close this first and let's paste this over here. Click on register app. So it's going to take some time to register our app. and then we need to download one of the file, which is this file, like google service-info.plist file. Okay, now once we download this file, now just open this folder, not open this folder, you can just open the download folder, and if you have any older file with the same name, just remove that first and rename this file with the same name that has been shown over there. This is the important process, like you need to keep the file name exactly, otherwise it will simply throw the error. Right, now we need to directly open the xcode again, so we just need to launch the xcode again, and once we do this, now we just need to paste this below the info, click on finish, and it's done. Right, now once we do this, now let's move back, click on next, next, continue to the console. So here we have just added the iOS app. Now let's switch to the Android. Now we need an Android package name. Now to get this, we need to move to the Android app buildgradle.kts. Let's copy this application ID. I am copying the namespace, but both are the same things. So let's copy this application ID. Let's paste this. Click on register app, and let's download this google-services.json file from here. And once you download that file, we need to remove the old file, and we just need to move to bin and then rename with a exact name that has been shown. Right, now we need to paste this in Android app folder, something like this. Now click on next. Now this is the plugin that I need to copy. Let's move to the setting gradle.kts. Inside the plugin section, just paste this. Right, now another plugin is this one, so let's copy this, move to the Android buildgradle.kts, and inside the plugin section paste this. Okay, now let's save all the file first. Okay, now click on next, continue to the console. So here you can see that we have connected the Android and iOS app. Now the thing doesn't end over here, because we need to add some important packages from our perf to the Flutter app. Right, so we just need to move to the perf official website, and then I need to add the package which is like in cloud Firestore, because we need to upload all the chats to the Firestore database. So that's why we need a cloud Firestore package. Now let's copy this package and let's directly paste this in the perspec.ml file. Okay, under the dependencies. Right, now once we do this, now we need a second thing which is like a Firebase core, because we need to use some core functionality of an Firebase in our app. So let's move to the installing. Let's copy this Firebase core package. Let's directly paste this over here, and once we do this, now I need to add a 2 lines in our main.dart file, because without this lines I can't enable a Firebase in my Flutter app. So don't miss this lines, which is like in widgets Flutter binding dot ensure initialized, something like this. We need to pass await Firebase dot initialize app. Okay, now once we do this, now our app is successfully connected with a Firebase server, and we can upload a data to the cloud Firestore. But still there is no authentication on this app. What I need to do is that we need to change some of the things on the settings, because if you want to upload a data without authentication in your device, you need to tell the Firestore that there is no authentication on this device and directly upload a data. Don't check that whether the user validation has been done properly from Firebase or not. Okay, so this is the thing that we need to do. Now we'll just move to the Firestore, and in the Firestore I am going to do one thing. Let's wait and click to this create database, close this, click on next, and click on the production mode. So I'm starting the production mode and click on create button. So Firebase will just take some time to set up some security rules, so wait for a few seconds. Okay, so this is how our Firebase Firestore dashboard look alike. Now we'll just move to the rules section, and in the rules I am going to change the rules from false to true, as I've told you. Right, now we'll just need to click to this publish button. Now as I've told you that once you click to this publish button, it will show that the security rules are defined as public. As I've told you that someone can steal a data, so it's saying that if you are not adding the authentication, someone will steal your data. So don't need to worry, no one will steal your data. Right, now once we do this, now app is connected to the Firestore successfully. Now we can upload a data to the Firestore. Now here what I need to do is that we'll move to the home.dart page, and in the home.dart page I am going to do one thing. What I need to do is that I need to just upload all the chats in the Firestore as I've explained you, right? Now what I need to do is that first let's create a function that will help us to upload a data to the cloud Firestore. Now in the leaf folder I'm going to create a new, not a folder, a file, and in the file I'm going to just write database dot, right? Now once we do this, now let's write a future add message. So this is just a function name, right? Now I just need to write a map which will be like a string dynamic. Now I've explained you about a map many times, so I'm going to just explain you again. So map is a combination of key and value pair. Now the key that we are going to pass is in the form of string, and the value that we are going to pass will be in the form of dynamic. So we are going to create a map which is a combination of key and value pair, and we need to pass a map name. So you just need to write message info map. Okay, this is a map name. Let's use a string id, or I think so string id is not needed over here. Now the string id is something like if you want to upload a data to the cloud Firestore, there is a collection, there is a database, there is a field. Okay, so these are the that you need to understand while uploading a data to the cloud Firestore, right? So let's first write async. We'll write await. Now we need to return, so I'm going to just write return, and then I'm going to write Firebase Firestore Firestore dot instance dot collection. I'm going to first pass a collection name which will be like in chats. Okay, now once we pass a collection name, we need to use an add method so that we can add all the message in our chats collection. I think so it's clear, right? Now we'll move back to the home page, and in the home page I'm going to write a text editing controller. Now you know that when you pass a text field, now to handle the text we need to write a text editing controller. We'll write message controller is equals to new text editing controller, something like this, right? Now what I need to do is that we need to pass a controller to that respective text field, something like this, right? Now what I need to do is that once I press to this send button, we need to add the message to the cloud Firestore, and later on we are going to add that message, or we are going to send the message to the AI so that I can get a response from the AI tutor, right? So here I need to just wrap up this container with a gesture detector, and in the onTap method what I need to do is that first I need to just write async, and then I need to write await database methods. Okay, we haven't passed a class, sorry for that. Yeah, so let's write a class which will be like a database methods. Okay, now inside this class I'm going to pass the function so that I can call a class name and that function name, right? So we have forgot the class name, so which is very important. So let's write database methods. It's like methods. Okay, dot add message, and there I'm going to just create a map. In the map I'm going to do one thing. Basically I'm going to write a string dynamic which is our key and value pair. We'll write a map name like message info map. Then here inside the map I'm going to first tell that whether this message has been sent by an AI or an user. Okay, so something that has been sent through this text field, we are going to keep that type as a user, and something that we get directly from the API, we are going to keep the type and AI, so that I can simply shift the message accordingly. You can see that the message that has been sent by an AI will be shifted to the left side, and the message that has been sent by the user will be seen at the right side. So just to manage this, I need to pass a type over here. So I need to write a type, and in the type I'm going to just write like message controller dot text, right? Now once we pass a type, now let's pass a message. So I'm going to just write message, and sorry for this, let's paste this over here. Type we'll keep it user. Okay, yeah, so it's done. Now I just need to write database methods dot add message, and we need to pass a map name like message info map. I think so it's clear, right? Now once we do this, now we can successfully upload our data to the cloud Firestore. Okay, now we need to empty this text field as soon as we send the message. So I need to just do one thing like set state, and we need to make the message controller.text directly to empty. Okay, something like this. Now let's first save all the file from here, and once we save this, now let's hot restart the app as well. Okay, now I'm going to write my first text over here, and let's see what data will be uploaded to the cloud Firestore. So I'm going to write like teach me something really great. Now we are going to send this. Okay, so you can see that the text field is now empty because of this set state that we have passed. Now I think so the data has been successfully been uploaded to the cloud Firestore. So let's check over here. I'm going to refresh this page. Now here you will see the collection name that we have kept, which is our chats collection. So we are going to see that collection name. Okay, so this is what that you can see a chats collection. This is a document ID, the message teach me something really great, and the type user. So you can see that it is working very brilliantly as we are expecting. So we can successfully now upload a data to the cloud Firestore in our chats collection, right? Now let's move and let's write a API call to use a Google AI Studio AI, right? Now here you can see that this is the file that I've created, which is like Gemini service dot, and once we move over here, I have just wrote a code to call a Gemini AI API, right? So here I need to just call an HTTP link. So I need to just add an HTTP package in our perspec.ml file. So you just need to use this package, HTTP package. Now once you use this package, then you need to first pass an API key. Now from where you will get this API key? So you just need to move to the Google AI Studio official website, and then once you move to the Google AI Studio official website, there will be an option from where you can get an API key. In the bottom left corner, you will just see that there is an option to get an API key. Now here you can see that this is the string URL that you can use. Okay, now I'm using a Gemini version of 2.5 Flash. Okay, now there are lot many versions that you can use according to your need, but I'm using a Gemini 2.5 Flash over here. Now here you can see that I just wrote a send message function. This is the important thing. I've just passed a string user message. So for example, if the user will just send the message from here, we need to just send to the send message function, and then we need to tell the AI to give a reply for that. Okay, so for that I'm going to use a response http.post. If you have followed my old videos like a Claude or a chat GPT, then you know that what all things I have written over here, because that are almost same. The thing that has been changed is that a URL link. I will refer to you that, follow that videos as well, just to get a more knowledge about a AI, like, and how to use an AI. You can get to know like how you can use a Claude AI and a chat GPT AI as well, right? Now here you can see that this is the text that I have just passed. Now this is the main thing that very much needed to get a perfect response from an AI. This is a prompt. I have explained you a prompt many times before as well, but I'm giving you the quick instruction like how to write a prompt. So as I've told you that our AI will going to act as an English tutor. So I have just passed that you are a friendly but a strict English tutor. I need a strict English tutor because if I won't pass a strict English tutor, it doesn't give me the response, maybe in not a perfect way. So I just told that the AI, I need a strict English tutor who knows English very well. Okay, now just pass like start the conversation by choosing a random everyday topic such as a travel, food, hobbies, work, movies, or daily life. Okay, so this is how the conversation will be started by an AI. So I just need to pass a start text over here, and will just give the hint to the AI or a tutor to start a conversation on English, and he can just correct me if there will be any problem, right? And I just pass like ask the user a simple question about this topic. You can change the topic as well. We just need to pass the user message, and for every message correct the sentence. If there will be any error, correct the sentence, explain the mistake in a simple English. If I make any mistake, explain in the simple English, give a better version of the sentence. So for example, if I wrote any English like English sentence over here, if there will be any better version that has been available for that sentence that I have used, the AI will just suggest me, right? Reply naturally in English and continue the conversation. Okay, so the conversation will be keep on going by an AI so that I can learn the English as well, right? Now here you can see that it has wrote that I have wrote that, not he has wrote that, I have wrote that very important rules that do not use any special character such as an asterisk, underscore, hash, emoji or symbols. You know that once we call an AI API, the data that we get from any AI is in the form of star, hashtag, and all. I don't need that, so I've simply passed that. Don't use any special character, don't use any bullet point, use only plain simple text. Keep the formatting clean and reliable, right? Format your response exactly like this: corrected, explanation, better version, and a reply. Okay, now this is the thing. Now here you can see that this is the response. I have explained you many times before as well. Okay, line JSON decode, like we get the data from an AI in the form of JSON file. So we need to just decode that JSON file into the map so that the Flutter can read a map. Okay, as you know that Flutter can't read a JSON file directly, we need to convert that in the map so that the Flutter can read that easily. Okay, so this is the thing. Now in the data home page, I have done something. Let me show you. So this is the thing. Like here, I have just passed a timestamp. Now the timestamp is something like, for example, in a WhatsApp or in the Facebook or Insta, you have seen that the message has been shown in a perfect manner according to the time. It doesn't show the message randomly like 12 p.m. message at 1 a.m. or something. It doesn't show the message randomly. It's just show that in a perfect manner so that you can get to know like which message you send to the another user before and what reply you get exactly. So that's why I just pass a timestamp so that I can order the message accordingly. If you don't pass a timestamp over here, all the message will not be shown in the perfect manner and it will just shown in the random way. That doesn't look any good, right? Now this is the thing. Now here I just write string AI response and I need to get an AI response. So I've used a Gemini service class dot send message. So we are sending the message to the AI and we are getting the message. So I've just passed another map over here like message info map. I've just passed the type AI because we are getting the reply from an AI, message the response that we get from an AI, and the time span stamp, not spam, timestamp field value dot server timestamp, right? And then I need to store that in the database method or in the Firestore, and then I need to store that in the Firestore. So I've used this function. I think it's very easy to understand. Now let me show you that what response we get. Okay, so for example, if I'll write a start over here and I just send this start to the AI. Now I'm going to show all this text here on this screen as well because we haven't used a stream builder till now. So we are going to use a stream builder to show all the conversation in the home page. I've just sent that start text and let's see what response we get from the AI. So I'm going to refresh this page. So now you will see the chats collection and the two text. The first text that I have sent like in start, type user, and then the response that I get: hello, I am your English tutor. Let's start with a simple topic today. Tell me what is your favorite food to cook at home. So you can see that this is the reply that I got from the AI once I send a message to start a conversation. Okay, so you can see that the conversation has been simply been initiated by an AI and we need to show all the conversation over here so that I can start learning English, right? So what I need to do is that first I need to move to the database.dart file and first I'm going to use a future, and in the future I'm going to just write a string. Then I'll use a query snapshot. Okay, I'll write query snapshot, get the user, get user, not get user, we can just write get all chats, right? Get all chats. This is just a function name, and then I'm going to just return. Let's first pass async. We'll write await Firebase Firestore dot instance dot collection. So what collection we are going to call? So we are going to call a chats collection. So let's copy this, let's directly paste this over here, and then I need to write dot snapshot. I've explained you about a snapshot many times before. Let me give you a quick idea. Like a snapshot is something that will just help us to read all the documents from a respective collection one by one. Okay, so that's a use of a snapshot. Right now, once we do this, now here we'll move back to the home page. Now in the home page, first I'm going to write a stream. Okay, so let's write a stream. I'm going to just write a chat stream. So I'm going to create just a stream, and let's pass something like this. Now once we do this, now here I'm going to write widget all chats. This is just a function name. Then what I need to do is that first return, we'll use a stream builder. So I'm writing a stream builder over here. We'll just pass the stream name like chat stream, and in the builder I'm write context. Wait a second, yeah, context async snapshot and a snapshot. Right, I'll just write a snapshot, something like this. Now once we do this, here I need to return again, and we are going to check that if the respective collection has any document available or not. So how we are going to check that? We are going to just write snapshot dot has data. Now one more thing I want to tell you, that if you want to learn more about a Firebase, about an AI, about a Flutter, about a Dart in much more detail, we are going to launch our course really soon in the Udemy. Okay, so do not forget to follow that course as well. I'm saying this because if you want to get more knowledge about a Firebase, what all things I'm writing over here, because I can't explain each and everything in this video because the length of the video will be very long. So that's why I make that course, so that I can explain you about a small things easily and can make you really perfect in developing the app by using all this technology, right? So that's why I recommend you that you can follow that course and can be a pro in a Flutter, right? So I'm going to bring that course really soon. I think so. If you are watching this video very late, then you might see that the course has been launched. You can just check to my channel, right? So now I'm going to just write snapshot.hasData, and we are going to use a list view dot builder, right? Now I need to write a context, and then I'm going to write context. Let's write index. Okay. Now once we pass this, so this is the thing, like if we have an data, let's show the data by using a list view. If we don't, let's keep it empty, right? Now this is the thing that we need to do. Now here I need to pass an item count, and in the item count I am going to just pass like snapshot dot data dot docs dot length. Okay, so we are going to get the length of that complete collection that we have. Okay, I mean how much documents are there in that collection. And once we write this, now I just need to pass a sync and wrap to true. Sync and wrap, not over here, sync and wrap to true. And in the item builder, now here I'm going to just write document snapshot ds is equals to snapshot dot data dot docs, and we need to get the index. Okay, so let's pass the index, something like this. Okay, now once we do this, now let's return, and in the return what I need to do is that first I need to check that if the type is an user or an AI. If it is user, let's shift to the right side. If it is an AI, shift to the left side. It's very easy, right? So what I need to do is that first let's pass like this, like ds type is equals to an AI. If it is true, then let's show this, right? So to show that, I'm going to do one thing, like okay, let's cut this row from here, let's directly paste this. Okay, now this is for the AI, and let's do same for the normal user. So let's copy this, let's cut this, let's paste this over here. Okay, it's easy. Now we need to show the text as well, so write ds and it's a message, so I'm going to just write a message, something like this. Now I'm going to pass like ds, and we are going to just write a message, something like this. I think so it's clear. Now we just need to call our all chat function, and let's hot restart the app. Okay, okay. One more thing we have forgot, that's the main thing, like get on the load, and inside the load I'm going to just write a sync, and we just need to write a chat stream. Chat stream is equals to await database methods dot get all chats. We'll use a set state, and in the init state I'm going to call a get on the load function, right? Let's hot restart now and let's see. Okay, so we get an data over here, something like this. And what I need to do is that over here I'm going to just pass the width, and in the width I'm write media query dot of context dot size dot width. Okay, let's hot reload. Okay, maybe we can just pass like divide by 1.2 or 4 will be too less. Let's pass 1.1 or 3. Yeah, so here you can see this. Now this is the reply that I got, but the thing is that I need to keep this at the top and the text at the bottom. Now what I need to do is that first let's hot restart the app and let's then order by. Okay, see, I've done some of the changes over here. So basically, I want to send the previous chats also to the AI. Otherwise, it's going to reply welcome, welcome again, as I've shown you, right? So we need to just send the previous chats also to the AI, so that the AI can know that what conservation is going on and how I need to reply. Okay, without that the AI will just give something random. So that's why we need to do this. So I'm going to just send the message to the AI, and I'll just ask that, so can you just tell me about Firebase? So this is what that I'm going to send to an AI. Can just tell me about a Firebase. This is the correct. This is the explanation. Your sentence has a several issue. First, for a question, you need a subject of verb can. Example use. Secondly, just is often unnecessary and informal. Thirdly, Firebase is a specific proper noun referring to a platform, so it does not typically require an identificates article a. So the better version, could you please tell me about a Firebase? So it has just passed the better version, as I've simply told you that you can see that I just wrote that I need a corrected version, explanation, a better version, and a reply. So these are the 4 things that I need in the format to correct my English, right? So it just told me that could you please tell me about a Firebase. So I just can pass something like this. Reply: Firebase is a comprehensive mobile and web application development platform offered by Google. It provides a suite of tools and service to help a developer build, improve, and grow their blah blah blah. So you can see that this is how the AI will just respond once I pass any question. It's going to correct me. It's going to give me the explanation that what mistake that I am doing. It's going to give me the better version that I can use, and the reply or the response for the questions that I am going to ask to an AI. So you can see that how beautifully we can just use an Google AI Studio and a Firebase to make this awesome app from the scratch. And we have just make the complete AI tutor app. The prompt plays a big role, as I've told you. If you write a perfect prompt, you get a perfect reply from an AI. As I've told you that you can follow the course as well that we are going to launch soon in our channel. So you can just follow that course, because on that course also I'm going to teach you about a prompt engineering, like how you can just write a prompt in a better way so that you can get a perfect reply from an AI. Okay, so that's the thing for this video. So hit that like and subscribe button and show your support. So on our today's video, we are going to create a AI workout generator app, and we are going to use a Claude design and a Claude code to create this complete app. So this is the design that has been created by a Claude itself. I didn't use my 10% of brain to create this app. Okay, so this is the design, and you can see that the app name has also been suggested by a Claude, which is like an fit force, and the logo, and this is the start journey button. As you can see, now this is the home page where we are going to pass a fitness goal like a home workout, muscle gain, or a weight loss. I'm going to click the muscle gain. The experience level will be like beginner, and then a workout days will be up to 3. Now we'll click to this generate workout button, and the Claude AI will just give a complete workout for the 3 days that we have selected. Now we'll click to this button, and you can see that the Claude AI is writing our plan. So we are going to just see that a day 1 plan, day 2 plan, all the plan has been written by Claude, and this is a day 3 plan. Okay, so now you can see that once the Claude has wrote a complete plan, they have just changed the UI automatically, something to this, just to make the user engagement really high. Okay, now this is the upper body foundation, a lower body power, full body strength, and then the lower body power. They have just passed a number of repetition sets and the rest that you need to take. Okay, a complete workout plan for, and the workout will be like up to 45 to 60 minutes. It is for the beginner that we have selected. Now this is the complete app, as I've told you, will be created by Claude. We didn't going to use a 10% of brain to create this app. So without any delay, let's get started. I told you that first I'm going to use a Claude to tell the Claude to design my complete app. Then I will use a Claude code to make this app, right? Now I'm not going to just code or design anything from my side. I will just use a AI to see that what the AI will design the app, because if you have followed my channel, then you already know that I have designed the app many times by my choice. Now this is an AI turn, and let's see what the AI built for us. Okay, so now we'll just move to the official website of Claude.ai, and then I need to just pass a prompt over here. I've explained you about a prompt many times, but I will give you a quick view like what really the prompt is. Now, as I've told you that if you want to get a perfect result from a Claude, you need to pass a perfect prompt. Without passing a perfect prompt, you can't get a perfect result. So I need to just pass a perfect prompt, and I've just used a version Sonnet, which is like very budget friendly and useful for the development of the app. Okay, now I'm going to just pass a prompt over here, and I'll just say that I want to create a AI workout generator app. Okay, generator app. So the first screen will be a welcome screen. Okay, so create a simple modern UI with the app logo. Also use some engaging text and the start button. Okay, now this is what that I have passed. Now I'm going to just pass something advanced, like I need a minimal glass morphism. Now this is the advanced design that I'm trying to tell AI to just design that page by using a glass morphism, right? I need a minimal glass morphism design. So first create the design. So first create the image for it. Okay, so let's see what the Claude will do over here. Okay, now I'm going to send this, and it's going to just prepare the image for us, reading the front end design skills. Okay, Claude is just reading the front end design skill. Let's see what skill he has. Okay, creating a glass morphism layer, okay, polishing the welcome screen, warming up the design muscles, okay, crafting the glass morphism layer. So here the design is polishing the welcome screen. Let's see. Okay, wow, this is the design. Okay, so here you can see that it also keep the app name like FitForge AI, your personal AI training partner. Train smarter, recover better, push further. AI crafted workout that evolve you, adaptive, personalized, and smart. Okay, so you can see that it also creates some like glass morphism design that I have asked for, and it also created like glass morphism card, as you can see. Now I'm going to just click to start journey. I don't know why he has added a 3 point over here. Gradient app name, feature pill, CTA button. There is also a logo. Okay, so this is the logo and the ambient orb lightning. Okay, now this is the screen that has been designed by an AI. Now I'm going to just tell the Claude to give me the Flutter code for this, so that I can just simply paste the code and can create our first screen. Okay, now give me the Flutter code for this. So this is the another prompt that I am passing. Okay, so here you can see that it has simply been started to write a code in Flutter. So here I got a complete Dart code, as you can see. It's just loading, so I'm going to wait. Yeah, so here you can see that this is the complete Dart code that has been given by an Claude, and let's see. So I'm directly going to copy this, and we are going to paste this in our main.dart file, something like this. Okay, now this is the thing, and I'm going to just hot restart the app. Okay, so this is the perfect design that I can see starting your journey. Okay, and this is the onboarding screen that has been created with a glass morphism design, and I think so it's look really great. And he has just also passed like your personal AI training partner, train smarter, recover better, and push further. As I've told you that pass some engaging text, so this is what that they have done. AI crafted workout that evolves with you, adaptive, personalized, and smart. Start your journey. Okay, so this is the perfect design that has been made by a Claude. I will just give a thumbs up for this, that this is the perfect color that they also use in the background as well. Okay, that's really great. Now let's move and let's tell the Claude to create the another screen. Now in this screen I'm going to just tell the Claude where the user will select a goal, like they are looking for a weight loss, muscle gain, or a home workout. Experience will be like beginner, intermediate, or advanced, and a workout days like 3, 5, 7. Okay, so this is what that I need to pass, and then a generate workout button. Okay, and once we do this, I first tell that to create this input screen, then the result page. Okay, so next I am going to create the input page where the user will just fill their goal, as in weight, muscle gain, home workout, and okay, workout. If you just pass a wrong spelling also, then don't need to worry, the AI will just understand that this is a workout. So now I just need to pass, and the experience will be beginner, intermediate, and the advanced. Also the workout days 3, 5, or 7. Yeah, and the generate workout button. So I need a good UI design to be created, and give me the Flutter code for that. Okay, so this is the another prompt that I am going to pass, and we'll just wait to get a design from a Claude. Okay, so here you can see that it has just told me that first let me design the UI mockup, then generate the Flutter code. Okay, so it's just trying to first design the UI mockup, as you can see over here. So one by one he's trying to just design this, like fitness goal, what are you training for? Okay, muscle gain. Okay, home workout. This is not at the center. I don't know why they have just pushed to the left side. Experience level, how long you have been training, beginner, intermediate and advanced. Now you can see that the design that has been created by an AI, it's like really great, because it has also used some awesome icons over here. Now if you just tell the this design to be created in a GPT AI, you will see that the chat GPT will create a simple UI. They will just not try to use this much icons, otherwise they will tell that use the image from your wish. But the Claude is working really best in the design. So Claude design is really great for this. And you can see the workout days, how many days per week, 5 7 days. Okay, weekly preview also has been given, like train, active, rest or rest. Okay, so I can just select the day on which I have trained, and I have just selected for an rest or active rest or a rest. Okay, now your plan summary, weight loss, intermediate 5 days and a generate workout button. Now you can see that something has been missed, like it is not at the center. But let's see, it is now simply giving me the Flutter code, and let's see if these errors are will be there in the Flutter code as well. Okay, so here you can see that this is the code that has been given by an Claude. Here is the complete Flutter file, and here what's packed inside. UI section, there is a progress bar, four stepper. Okay, goal, level, days and generate with a live gradient fill and a label dot. Wow. Fitness goal, horizontal card with an emoji icons. Selected state uses a blue teal gradient fill plus a gradient check badge. Okay, experience level, same card pattern with a dot level. Okay, workout days, weekly review, plan summary, generate button, interaction, all sections are fully via set state. Tap any card and the whole UI update instantly. He has just told that he have used a set state inside this Flutter code, and if you just use a set state, this code will just refresh instantly, just to show what things that have been used. To integrate with a welcome screen, we can just use this. Okay, so this is the code that has been written by a Claude. Now I'm going to just copy this and let's see what result we get. Okay, so let's copy this, and I'm going to move to the lib folder, and we'll create a new file name like input page dot. Okay, now I'm going to paste this code something over here. We'll just save the file, and let's directly call the input page. Though I'm very excited to see like what really they have just created. So they also told me that pass a navigator dot push in the welcome screen, so that we can just push the user to the input page. Okay, so what I need to do is that here in the button, let me see where he have just passed the button. Okay, over here I just need to do one thing. Basically I'll just remove this scaffold messenger, and we are going to pass this, and let's directly call this page. Okay, now I'll click to this and we'll just land to this page. Okay, wow. So this is what that has been created by a Claude. Build your plan, tell us about yourself, goal, level, days and generate. All the thing has been fixed. I have thought that in the UI there is some mismatch. You can see that the text is not at the center, it is just out of this box. It doesn't look good, so it has been fixed over here. All the things have been at the center once the Claude has give us the code. Okay, now they have just tell that fitness goal, what are you training for, weight loss, muscle gain or a home workout. So I'm going to just select a muscle gain, and experience level, how long you have been training, a beginner, intermediate or an advanced, or let's use a beginner. Workout days, how many days per week, 3 to 5 days casual, 5 days week balance. It has also wrote popular. Okay, days week intense, and then it also passed like weekly review, like which all day you need to train, which all you can take an active rest, and you can just take a rest according to the experience level you have and the workout days. I think so it's also really great that Claude AI is telling us that a complete weekly schedule for us. Okay, your plan summary, muscle gain, beginner, and the 5 days. Now we'll click to this generate workout button, and the AI will just create a complete workout for us. Okay, now I'll just tell the Claude that this is very better. Now just create the screen where the user can see the complete workout plan by using a Claude AI. Now here comes a big thing, as I've told you that you need to pass a perfect prompt to get a perfect result from an AI. If you just tell that create a AI workout generator app, then the AI won't get a perfect result according to the thoughts you have in your mind. So you just need to write a complete thought that you have and what app you are looking for, so that the AI can help you accordingly, right? Now here, what I need to do is that first write a message or write a prompt. So I'll just tell that it's look really great. Now here comes a page. Here comes a page where the user will see the complete workout plan. Now just create the where we are going to use a Claude AI to just give a user a workout plan. Okay, now this is the prompt that I have passed. Now I need a perfect design and execution from an AI. Okay, this is the prompt that I have passed. Let's see. I think so first it's going to create a design. You can see that this is the design that has been created by Claude. You can see that this is the design mock-up, your AI workout plan, and this complete thing will be given by Claude AI. Like we are going to use a Claude or Anthropic API, and then we are going to just show the complete workout plan. So they have just created a 5-day weight loss program. You can see this is just a design. Once we call a API, then we are going to show all the data, right? Now this is what that the AI has done. Day 1, upper body power, okay, chest, shoulder and triceps, push-ups, okay. They have just passed the rest, like up to 60-second rest will be in between. So there will be like 4 sets, and dumbbell shoulder press, tricep dips, lower body strength, hit cardio and core, pull day, active recovery and mobility, work weekly nutrition snapshot, protein 1.8 per kilogram, okay, pre-workout carbs plus coffee, post-workout protein plus rice, hydration 3 liter per day. Okay, now these are all the things that have been shown, and it also told me that use a dependency like HTTP package. So let's copy this and let's directly paste this first. Okay, now let me run this app first, and we'll just move to the perspec.ml file, and under the dependency I just need to paste this package. Okay, now once we paste this package, it has told me that use a Anthropic API key that simply starts with like skant, and then I need to just do some changes in the input page as well. But before that, let's copy this code and let's create the another file which is like an workout result page. Okay, so I need to just move to the lib folder, create a new file name like workout result page dot dart. Okay, so I'll just need to write workout result page dot dart. So in the workout result page, I'm going to directly paste this code that have been given by an AI. Okay, now make sure that you just use a Anthropic API key. It has used a model like Claude Sonnet and this version. Now I'm also going to explain you the code that has been written by an AI, so that you can also know that what all code has been written by an AI. Because if you want to do some of the changes according to your wish, it's not like already a copy paste work that going to work over here. We just need to also know that what code has been written by an AI, just to know that if we want to do any changes in the app, we can just tell the AI. If we don't have any idea, then how we can do that? Okay, so first thing that I'm going to tell you that this is a generate workout function that has been called by Claude. Okay, now they have just used this Anthropic HTTP link, as you can see, and it has used like X API key, then the Anthropic version, content type, accept. Okay, then a request body, as you can see over here. Now the main thing is that what prompt they have passed. You can see that this is the prompt that you can see over here. But before explaining the prompt to you, let me first run the app and let's see what result we get. Then I'm going to explain you how the prompt plays a big role when you need to get a result from an AI. As I've explained about a prompt in the starting of the video as well, but I am going to show you that how we can just pass the prompt in the API to get the data from an AI. Okay. So I'll just move to the input page dot because the Claude has told me that just use this navigator dot push function. So let's copy this, and here we'll just move down. Okay, so here we have just found a generate workout button, and once we move to the generate workout button, here in the on tap method I'm going to just pass that. Okay, so what it is generating right now? Oh, it is just passing the simple text. Okay, so I'm going to just remove this because we don't need this. We'll just move back over here and let's pass a navigator dot push function, something like this. I think so it's okay. Yeah, let's pass this. Let's call our workout result page, something like this. I think so it's much better. Now make sure that you pass an Anthropic API key. Without this nothing going to work, so please pass the Anthropic API key, then you can test the app. Okay, now as I've just added the HTTP package, so the hot restart will not work over here. I just need to close the app and reload the app again. So let me do that and we'll get back in few. So I've launched the app successfully. Now I'll click to this start your journey button, and I'm going to just pass like muscle gain. I need an intermediate level. Give me the 3 days workout or casual. Okay, and this is the thing. Now I'm going to click the generate workout button and let's see what result we get. Okay, so connecting to the okay, so Claude AI is writing a plan. You can see that the Claude AI is writing a plan. Wow, that's really great that I can see that the Claude is writing a complete plan over here. Okay, wow, that's great. Wow, so once it has wrote a complete thing, the UI has changed automatically. That's a brilliant thing that I've seen by the AI that has done over here. I thought that it might be shown in the plain text, but you can see that once it has wrote a complete thing, the UI has been shifted to something like this so that the user can know that what code has been written by Claude. This is a big thumbs up for a Claude AI. I have never seen. I've used many AI as well, like a Google AI Studio, Chat GPT, but the thing that the Claude has done, it's like a thumbs up for him, right? Now here you can see this. Now this is the complete workout plan has been shared by an AI. 3-week muscle gain program that I've asked for, 3 training days. Okay, and we need to work out up to 45 to 60 minutes. It is for the intermediate level as I've asked for. Now the thing is that push power, chest, shoulder, triceps, high 60 minutes. Okay, now the drop down is something like this. They have also added a drop down. The barbell bench press, overhead press, inclined dumbbell press, lateral rises. Okay, pull power, there is a pull power, deadlift, pull-ups, barbell rows, face pulls, legs and core. Okay, back squats, Romanian and walking lunges, calf rises. Wow, so that's a big thing. I'm going to click to this start day 1. Let's go starting day 1. Okay, so this is the thing that has been created by an Claude AI, and that's a brilliant thing that has been created by an AI. Now one thing is that this is all the thing has been done by an AI. Now you need to also know that what prompt that has been passed by an AI to get this perfect result. Okay, now if you don't know about a prompt and if you want to make any changes on this app, you can't do that. First move to the workout result page, and in the workout result page I'll just scroll down, and here you can see that this is a generate workout function that I've told you. Okay, now I'm going to scroll down and then I'm going to directly move to the prompt, and here you can see that this is the complete detail that has been written by a Claude to show the data on this page. Okay, so it has wrote that you are a fit forge AI, an expert personal trainer and a sports scientist. You create a precise science backed highly structured workout plan. Okay, always respond in the exact structured format requested. Be motivating, specific and professional. Include sets, repetition, rest period, form cues for every exercise. So that's why you can see that it has pass a repetition, sets and the rest period and all, as you can see. Okay, now this is the build prompt, like create a complete day per workout plan according to the goal, experience level and days per week. This is what that you can see, a complete prompt that has been written by a Claude, and this is the API call that has been done by using a JSON decode, and it has been simply being changed to a map. As you know that Flutter doesn't read a JSON code directly, we need to convert the JSON code to map so that the Flutter can read the map. Now these are all the things might be confusing for you if you don't have a really knowledge about a Flutter. Now you will say that Shivam, all the things usually done by an AI, so why we need to learn a Flutter, or why we need to learn all the code? Not all the code, we need to get some knowledge about the code that has been written over here. Everything doesn't work by a copy paste thing, because as you know that it told me that add this line in the generate method, okay, and replace with a snack bar. Now if you don't know that what really the snack bar is, what really on generate is, it is a function name that has been written. What this navigator push function does over here, you can't copy this code and paste that in the exact location that the Claude is telling you. So just to know all the things regarding a Flutter, or the basic things regarding a Flutter and how to integrate a AI, that's why I brought that course for you, and that course will help you to be a pro in Flutter. Okay, so you need to keep a knowledge about a Flutter as well, because a small changes can cost you very high. You will just waste a lots of time. You can just follow that course. You can find the link in the description box. I think so you like this app that has been created by a Claude. I've used many other AIs to create the app. You can see on my channel like ChatGPT, Google AI Studio, Gemini, but I didn't found the work that done by Claude is really exceptional. Okay, so if you like my idea of this video, do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Until then, keep coding, keep having fun. I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.